Hey guys, Alan with Alan's Osco Trains. I'm using my phone, so I don't have the best view. But as you guys know, I was been working on this Ives right here. Don't remember the number. Let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys remember, but I redid the grill, and honestly, if you look, that is, I think, yeah, that is the factory side, and here is what I ended up with when I was all done. It actually looks really good, I think. So I got the frame all painted now. I went with like just a semi gloss black, like the Canyon Black Krylon 2X. And when I started on this, I noted a bunch of dings and stuff after I primered it. And so what I did um, is I went and bought a little bit of this. And I've been going through and filling in spots. Let me see. I don't have the best lighting, but this was all crimpled and everything. This was dented in up here. This little corner right here was kind of pushed in. And I've got like a couple of other little areas that I need to work on. Now, the top up here was just a mess where, I mean, it was all crimpled. And I'm just going to show you guys, like, this stuff sands so easily. Like, so if you just want, like, this is a piece of really worn out sandpaper that I have been using. But, I mean, it's worn out. And if you just go over it light like this, see how, I'll show you guys. I hope you guys can see. Like, but I'm just taking a finger, just going over it. And it's just so easy to sand this stuff. Like, it doesn't take any work at all. And just keep working it, keep working it. And then what I'll do is once I get this part that was just, I mean, it was bad, guys. It was crippled. And what I was doing is I was taking like different things that I have and like kind of trying to tap on it like you would on, to remove dents and stuff on auto body and getting it as close as I could. But it still had that really crimpled, ugly look to it. So I was actually coming back from a friend's birthday party, his son's birthday party. We went to the I think it's Gray Wolf or Great Wolf Lodge, where they have all the water park slides and stuff. Really fun. And I was on my way back, and I'm like, you know what? I said, when my dad had a little body shop and stuff, and he worked on a ton of my cars when I was growing up. Like Dad always fixed our cars and restored them with us and painted them and did everything. He was really good at that kind of stuff. And I remember after we would do any kind of major body work, we always went over the final product, and he would use this glazing putty. And I didn't ever remember it being so easy to sand, but like, I don't know if you guys could tell, like, it was really, really rough when we started. And I haven't been doing much, but you can just like see how much. I know the lighting's really bad, guys, and I apologize. But I have so many cameras here trying to get light on this thing. But as you can see, I still have to do a little work on it, but it's like it sands super, super easy. I mean, I could get a better piece of sandpaper. I do have some here, and it would probably go a lot quicker. And I will cut another little piece. Um, I'm going to tell you a little trick I also did, and I'm going to show you. When I was doing the spokes on this where I redid it, I took a piece of I'm not sure what this is. This might be 1,000, but it was like this, and I took it in like a real thin strip, about a little over a quarter of an inch thick maybe, and then I would run it in and out of the thing to give it a curved shape and then return it, but it was just shredding the thing. So I took packing tape and I put packing tape on the back of this, and then I could run it back and forth, and it worked really really well. Like, taking it in a long strip and then just like back and forth like that to get the rounded part of the spokes on the cow catcher, and it worked exceedingly well. I should have did a video of that and showed you guys how I did it, but I hopefully that makes sense and you guys can kind of get what I'm saying and how it worked. Now I have done the front of this. This is probably the second coat of this that I've put on, because after I did it, I noticed that it still was wavy and just didn't look good. So I redid it, and because it said on the thing to use really small applications so that it doesn't crack on you. So that's what I've been doing. Just doing really small applications. A couple of little indentations still. So I might have to do one more after this one, because it's starting to get to where it looks, it's really starting to look good. But I do have a couple of low spots where I don't want to, let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to have but as you can see, like if you guys can see that, like it's super, super easy to sand and make look nice. So when you guys are restoring tin plates and you get one that has like a lot of dings, see now I have a little, I know you're not going to be able to see it because of lighting. See, I got like a ding right here. I have a little ding right here. Now, it's in a really weird spot. So what I was doing in situations like that, I was like taking something that had like a nice flat surface, and then just trying to like, tapping it back straight. And then if it does go too far, you can always, yeah, see, I don't like that. I think this doesn't look good. So what I would do in a situation like that is I would probably try to indent it, but not with that. Like, I know I need something like behind it, but it's soldered. Yeah, so what I'll do on that is I'm just going to keep working on it, but what I'll probably do is I'm going to put something behind it and work it so that I have something behind it where I can tap it. I don't have anything right now handy. I'll probably get a little small block of wood that I can like hold in there like this, and then start kind of working on that to get, I wish you guys could see it, like see the dent. Let me see if I can get it to where I can, do you see it there, guys? You see there you go. Like, yeah, see it right there? Like that. See, it's right here. It's like got a dent on it right there. So I'm going to work on that and try to just get this thing completely undented, smooth. I have a really funky one right here too. Let me see if I can get that so you guys to see it. It's a bad one because it's on the edge. See it right there? Looks like the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a rivet right beside the door here on this side, and I'm going to try to get that worked out and try to get that fixed. But so far, what I've puttied was a big ding over here on this side. This roof ding, this roof ding. This was just completely crumpled and looking bad. And I can still kind of feel a little bit here, where it's a little high right here, I'll probably go and try to get that worked out nice and smooth and do another coat. But yeah, so if you guys get a tin plate that is super dinged up and banged up and you're like, oh, it's going to look like crap when I repaint it, I recommend, because it's so easy to work with, it's just costs you $6 at Walmart, basically, of 5 and change right here. The Bondo spot putty, glazing spot putty, and it works perfect. This stuff dries in about 30 minutes, and you can sand it, and it doesn't however many you want to use really thin coats, because you're not using this as like a filler. Like if you have a ding anything, I would say over under a quarter of an inch, maybe you could get away with this, on a model. It's not going to be taking a whole lot of stress on the rails. But if you have really big dings, I would use regular putty and then go over it with this as a final step. But as you can see right there, now if I painted that, it wouldn't look nearly as bad as what it did, all crimpled and roughed up. And I don't know how it got so crimpled. I'm guessing by people taking the light in and out. So my plan is I'm going to keep working on this with the this glazing putty. I'm going to try to get it completely dent free and make it look just as good as I can before we get the airbrush out and I paint it. And another, you're really sanding it like after you do it, like primer it, okay? And especially when the primer's first wet, then get it in a really good light, and then you're going to be able to see if there's any places you need to do more work on. So that's how I'm taking care of dents in a tin plate that has been through the ringer. And I'll tune you guys in for the next video, and hopefully by then we'll have it all primed, finished, and we'll be ready to start on the I got to bend down so you guys can. I wanted you to see the workspace, so you guys can see the painting process I use. I'll show you what kind of an air compressor setup I have, how I paint a lot of my models, and the airbrush that I've chosen that works best for me, that I found does good. I have a couple. The one I like the most, it's weird name like Hiawatha or something like that, like Iwata or something, but it's a cool airbrush, and I'll show you guys in the next video once I get all the body work done on this Ives tin plate. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hey, I broke 50 subscribers. I'm really excited. Thank you, guys. I think I'm like 53 now, which is more people than I thought would ever subscribe ever. So doing better than what we thought. So stay tuned, guys, and I will let you guys know when I have this thing primered and we're ready to get the old airbrushes out and get a nice green on this. Like I said, I've picked this color right here. It's Mission Models, and it's called U.S. Army Olive Drab FS 319. And what I did to see is I have about 7 or 8 different shades of green in my model paints box, and I just took a little brush, and before I stripped this, I just tried brushing some paint on it, so I got something. This is like almost exactly what it was. So that's going to be what we're going to paint it with, and I can't wait until we get to that next step. So I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace and hair grease.